folks. Before we get started in this one, got a package in today. We had a fella comment on a video the other day, said he was going to send me some, I think, wolf jaw tongs is what's in here. Mr. Anson Ivy, he said that he would love to donate these to Forging It Forward. Also, if you're gonna notice in the video coming up that I mentioned Forging It Forward a lot because it's really taken off, guys, and I'd really like for you guys to go check that out. Read up on it and talk to some of the members of it, and see what it's about. We've put out several videos on it, so I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah, he sent us these. He had purchased a hammer, and he was going to send us some tongs to donate as well. So let's get this opened up. I want to see what they are. He said they were store purchased tongs. They were not made by him, so they should be in perfect shape, obviously, which is great. We're looking for good, safe tools. I'm not saying he couldn't make a safe tool. I'm absolutely sure he could. He said that they were store purchased instead of made by him. Let's take a look at them. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Yep. Good set of wolf jaw tongs, folks. Look at that. Brand new. Brand new. Ah, man, thank you, dude. Really. Whoever gets this first package, these are going to go right in that. They are going to love it. They're going to love it. And also, if I can get it out, I've got something else to show you. Well, I can't get to it, but I'm going to tell you, I got a little stick welder I'm throwing in as well for myself that I no longer use because I have a nice MIG welder, gas MIG, all that good stuff. I don't need this stick welder anymore, and I'm going to donate that as well. We're going to get that thrown in with this and sent out and ready to go. So, also, finally got my new block brush. I've been missing this bad boy. Gosh. Too bad it didn't come in before I made this video, or else I would have used it during the video, but it came in today while I was editing it, so I thought I'd throw that in there. I finally got it. Jeff, again, Mr. Anson Ivy, thank you so much for your donation to Forging It Forward, and we're going to get this sent off definitely, and I'm going to make darn sure one happy recipient's going to put this to use, brother. Thank you. So gentlemen, in the Facebook group Forging It Forward, I'll leave a link in the description below. If you don't know what that is, you can check it out. Basically, it's a kind of a charity organization that we're just getting kicked off to help new smiths get started. He purchased a hammer for me because I have a promotion going right now where in the month of March, if you buy a hammer from me, I take $10 out of my pocket and donate it to Forging It Forward in your name. So it's a great cause. Folks are buying hammers from me left and right. My arm's probably gonna fall off soon from all the hammers I've got to make, but it's awesome. And to see these folks stepping up and supporting an awesome cause, man, I love it. But this one, diagonal peen, it's 1045 inch and 3/4 by 3 inches long, or 3.5 inches long. It's exactly 3 pounds. We got the forge hot. We're gonna get this bad boy in there and let's make this. I'm taking the liberty of center punching where my eye's going. That way I can come out, mark each side of it, and I can keep my punch mark straight and true all the way through. And then when we get done with that, I'm gonna center punch again. I'm gonna mark this thing first. Got it marked good. You'll be able to find that mark on both sides now when it comes out. really well. It'll seat right in there, you know, it'll just drop right in that mark. See? Perfect. I can punch right through. So we're going to punch from each side until we get to the center, and then we'll punch the plug right out. It's a lot easier that way to me, I think. No. One whack, spin, one whack, roll. That's going to keep you nice and straight and true all the way through. Once you get this thing to where it's down in there, I'd say ½ inch or better, you can give it 2 or 3 good whacks before you turn it, you know. Just make sure it's seated in there every time, don't double hit. I always pull my punch out after every one to ensure I don't double hit, and also to minimize the heat on the tip of my punch. It's going for another heat. Alright, we got the eye punched. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see down through there. The eye is punched. It is time for the grip to open. On the high side of the drift here. That's what helps it release. Just like that. We're going to turn it over, go through this side one more time. Put some pullers in this bad boy. Gotta stand on the block to adjust the right height to do this by myself. So don't laugh too hard. Shake it. Once you get it started, you can catch that groove and feel it pretty easily. And that'll let you know you're on the right track. Up.
time to work on this peen. He wants it to your right hand, or the way he described it, the way he wants his peen turned. So if the face is facing away from me, the flat face, I would roll it 45 degrees to my left. Cock it down 45 degrees to the anvil face and draw those corners in like that. Making sure I switch sides frequently to keep them even. Okay? Alright. Now we got the arduous task of trying to keep this fish mouth back in as well as draw that out in a diagonal. So folks, this is going to be fun. Okay. I only show you very minimal of my work because you'd be here for about 4 to 6 hours with me if I took you through the whole process. But as you can see, she's coming down real nice and even. Okay, set this back in some. I mean, we're gonna lose some of it anyways when we cut our handle off. Got to grind that out. So I'm not too worried about that. I've just got to make sure I'm not wasting too much of the steel cutting it off. Then I don't want to miss my target weight. Okay, so you always got to be mindful of that. It's one of the reasons you upset back and stuff like that, to maintain your mass, your volume of steel, the amount of steel you started with. The least amount you got to cut off, the better. Because you're already losing steel to the scale of the forge. And believe it or not, through the process, as long as it takes me to make a hammer by hand, if you were doing it with a power hammer, it would be way less scale off from the forge. But doing it by hand, you take much more heats. And the last hammer I made lost like 6 ounces scale. It was a big hammer. Okay, the customer ordered a 4-pound hammer. So, but I lost it, and I accounted for it. You know, I came in right at 4 pounds 1 ounce. You know, I accounted for it losing that much because I knew it was going to take a while to work it by hand. You know, so it's just things you got to keep in mind when you're doing this. Always overestimate your steel. If you're going to grind something, you're going to punch the plug out. It's going to scale off. You're going to cut some of that off and just clean it up. And the bottom line is, folks should understand that whenever they buy a handmade product, it's not machine precision. It's not dead nuts accurate like it would be if it came off a mill or a lathe or something like that. So, and they understand that. You know, you have to have a certain caliber of accuracy, but you know, tiny little imperfections here and there, you're gonna have that in every piece. All right, now we're gonna get these cheeks drawn out a little bit. Set our fullers in there. Forging on the high side of the drill. over. Set it down on that. Alright, let's reheat it. And one more time, I think. Look at it real quick. No, I think we're good there. I think we're gonna go ahead and put our pullers in. Get this thing hot, we'll do that. Not a lot of you guys are probably thinking, what the hell does he mean get this thing hot? That thing's glowing on the cranberry. Well, it is glowing to you guys, but it's a large piece of steel. You want to work this thing up close to the welding temperature to get some movement out of it so you're not just pissing in the wind, you know? Once it gets down below a certain temperature, it just gets really tough to do by hand. I just like to keep it in that higher temperature range. That way, it doesn't take me as much time. It costs me just a hair more in gas, plus I keep my PSI turned up a little bit, but my forge I weld at 4 and 5 PSI. That's what I'm welding at, because I've got a forced air double burner. So, awesome forge. So, but to work this billet, I had to jack my PSI a little bit up. It cost a little bit extra gas. Oh well. Our top. Got to remember that when you're trying to orient this thing, because it is there is a left-hand and right-hand diagonal peen. So you don't want to send the customer the wrong way. Okay. First, I like to go to the middle first, that way I have good orientation for the next two. I'm just only do 3. Do these two, that way when I flip it over I can do this side. You only want to work on the high side of the drift. If I hit there right now, I'm going to be caving that eye back in. You're right at the critical. We got it out here normalizing right now, relaxing. Okay. Here she is. Nice flat face. Fullers. There. Now we'll just essentially come right in here, cut that little fish mouth off, clean this up, round it up, nice diagonal peen. This is the top of the hammer here. Okay, after we do another normalizing cycle, I will mark the hammer before sending it to them, probably right in there. So I generally mark them right here above the eye. So yeah, let's let this thing normalize, and then we'll take it in there to the grinder. Get it cleaned up, rough ground, ready to eat. Fish mouth off. Okay, our peen's pretty lined up, I'd say. Now we just got to do some rough grind on it. We're going to grind it down here, bring this in a little bit, round these edges off, and get a nice consistent thickness here. I like to go for about a 1/2 inch to, or 3/4 of an inch or so wide, thick peen. That way it's not marring up your work so much, but it's still moving the steel. So, yeah, we're going to continue on this grinding. I'll let you come along a little bit. Look, not too much, because you know it's boring. forge fired up, we're going to start normalizing this thing, thermocycling it, but we're going to get our touch marks into it. This hammer was the second hammer sold during the Forging It Forward promotion that I had opened up for $10 off, or not $10 off, a $10 donation to the Forging It Forward fund to help cover the shipping. This hammer was purchased by a fellow named Jason Sullivan. So we're going to mark it CLF, and then it's going to have FIF2 on it. Okay, second one. It's kind of a limited edition thing, I guess you could call it. But we're going to get it hot. We're going to get our touch marks into it. Touch marks in up here. So. Got my C. Turn this hammer over. Mark FIF on the bottom side of it. Yep. Yep. Alright. To Mr. Jason Sullivan. FIF2. See what we have there. CLF. Jason Sullivan, I appreciate your purchase and Forging It Forward. Fellas all there and all the recipients as well appreciate the donation that it generated. Thank you very much. Alright, getting ready to come in out for the quench, so here we go, fingers crossed. Get it in there, move it around a lot. Avoid the light and frost effect. Where it creates a vapor barrier around your steel. That causes the steel, it's like an insulation barrier where it won't let the steel cool down. So you move it around to avoid that barrier building up, so it cools down fast enough and actually hardens. Glass hard. There you go, sir. All right. We're going to get this thing cleaned up to 120 grit finish real quick. Then we'll take it and temper it. Bring it out, take it up to 220. Alright. It's right out of the temper. It's that nice golden brown look on it. This thing's beautiful. I think she's going to serve him well. You wanted a flat face, square flat on one end, diagonal peen on the other. I believe that's where we're at. And I'm going to put it on the sander here. I've rounded all these corners off, so there's not going to be any kind of marks in his work. Nice fat peen. I think it's going to serve him exactly like he wants. We're going to get it cleaned up and shined up now. And all right, here we have it. Nice 220 grit on this bad boy. I got to clean the fingerprints and stuff off before I send it out. But, it's as high as I go is 220 because, I mean, you're going to be beating the shit out of this thing anyway. You're going to be using it for hammer. That's what it is. So, yeah, that's a diagonal peen. Nice flat face, dressed edges, nice diagonal fuller. It's kind of a wider fuller. That's how I like to make my hammers, If you don't want a wider fuller, specify that when you order a hammer from me. But this gentleman didn't specify anything, and I think that is it's only about 3/4 of an inch or less, so it's not leaving a lot of heavy marks in your work, but it's still doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, there you go. We got the CLF there. Bottom side it will say FIF2. It's the second one sold in this promotion, so Mr. Sullivan, thank you, sir. We're getting ready to half this bad boy up. As you know, I always soak my handles in oil, the head of them. Let them absorb that oil. It'll swell them out.
whenever it swells them up. After it sits in there for a little bit, it'll absorb that oil and swell and make it even tighter. So we'll get our head set down in there good, nice and squared. Just work ourselves around it until our handle goes right down in there. Seats where we want it. Oh yeah. She's seated, nice curl ups. She's in there. Feel the top, nice and straight. Now for our wedge, we'll take this, put some glue on it. You can be kind of liberal with the glue, it's alright. You can clean it up. Just make sure it's got plenty of glue on there so it glues in real well. Break off how much you need off of it, because most of the time they come at a stock width from the factory if you buy hammer handles like this, and then sometimes they're too wide for your eye. So trim it down to fit like that. I took about a 1/4 inch off mine. Alright, we just put our wedge right in there. Oh, got me talking. Don't let me forget to glue it, guys. Glue it. Then put your wedge down in there. Okay. Get it right in there just like so. See how it spread that bad boy wide open just like that? She's in there. Make sure she's in good. Give it a couple more love tap from the bottom, just to make sure your handle's seated good. Then you want to cut that excess off before you put your step wedge in, alright? Step wedge. I like to put mine kind of at a diagonal across the two. Look at that. Perfect. This bad boy is perfect. Alright. Now, let's take care of the handle. Alright, we know I like to burn my handles in, so start at the bottom. I go dark at the bottom where your hand is, where your hand's supposed to be. I know a lot of people choke up on a hammer, but proper hammer technique, you hold it from the very end of the hammer. I mean, there's times when you choke up for small things, but overall use, you hold it down here for the most part where I'm burning right now. And I like to take that in pretty dark, because that's where most of the dirt's going to be, the grime, the grit, the nasty stuff. It just hides it better, you know. Get some of this boiled linseed oil. You can use tung oil, teak oil, olive oil, what kind of, it doesn't matter. It's essentially, it's oil. Use oil to seal your handle and coat everything well. See how much darker that pop? Pow! It got a lot darker as soon as I put that oil on there. You see that? It really stood out. You know? Go up here and oil these faces. I oil the entire head before I ship it. I don't want it to rust before it gets to you. If you leave it out, whatever, that's on you. But it's not stainless steel. It's gonna rust. So to combat that during shipping, I oil this thing up pretty good before I stick it in the box. There you have it. 2 pounds, 11.1 ounces. You ordered a 2.5 to 3 pound cross peen. I'd say I nailed the range right there, brother. Here you got it, 2 pounds, 11 ounces, County Line Forge. And thank you, sir, for your purchase and generating that $10 donation. Right, there it is. I know you guys have all mentioned that you like my hammers, so just shoot me an email if you're ever interested. I make them daily. This is what I love. This is what I do. I can make about any kind of hammer you want. Big shout out to Mr. Sullivan Jason Sullivan for purchasing this hammer through the Forging and Forward program. I posted the promotion in our page there, and he jumped right on there, said that he'd like to buy one, and he knows it's generating a donation in his name, so that is awesome. And it is also marked for the occasion FIF2 right there, so it's a little commemorative thing there for you too as well, sir. We're gonna get this thing packed up and get it sent out to you, brother. I hope you really enjoy it, but first I'm gonna take some pictures of it. If you like the video, guys, hit the button down below, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. If you got any kind of hammers you'd like to see me make that you got any questions about, if I've never made it, I'll give it a hell of a shot and we'll go through it together on that. How about that? But for the most part, I can handle about any hammer you want or any hammer you desire. So just let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We got more coming. I think I got a knife build coming up pretty soon. I want to try my hand again at some blade making. I'm going to make one out of a file. That should be fun. It's going to be hidden tang with some antler handle, I do believe. We're not certain about the handle yet, but who knows? It could be. But anyways, thanks for watching again. Really appreciate all the support. If you haven't checked out the Forging It Forward Facebook page, I'm going to drop a link in the description of the video below. Go check that out. Hit up Jason at HOJ Forge as well, because he's doing great things over there. We're having a ball, and we're glad that you're enjoying the time you spend with us as well. So thank you, and we're going to see you on the next one.